Hi everybody, welcome to Simply Ann. This week I am showing you an inside out card, and this is how it looks. So we've got several different elements to work with here. So if you're interested in making this card or just learning how to make it, please stay tuned. Today I'm featuring a lot of different products. First we have the inside out flower die cut cards and envelopes, inside out label cards, inside out butterfly cards. Then I have two sheets of double stick Dazzles. One's called Fancy Flowers and the other one's Fancy Butterflies. And then there's this set of the inside out Dazzles. So these Dazzles are made specifically to go on these matching cards, although you can use them on whatever you wish. There's several greetings and phrases, and they come in 4 sheets. So each of these sheets is identical in the shapes, but they're different finishes. For example, this one is a slick black material with gold edging. This one has a gold pearl finish with silver edging. This one is slick black with no edging, and this one is a smooth gold with gold shiny edging. Alright, so let's get started. So I'm going to do one of the butterfly cards, and this is how the pieces come. There's this long piece with some score lines and die cut lines, and I'm just going to pop out that center butterfly, and you'll see it kind of looks like this. So what you'll do is just fold on the center score line, and then on the kind of partial score lines here, you fold the other way. And there you'll have this really neat little effect. Now you can leave the card like this and have it open like that, or if you want you could dab some glue on this edge, have it glued down so that the card opens like that. Up to you really, it's all about options here. I'm going to pop out this butterfly. Another thing that I can do to help this come out cleanly is take a little craft knife here and just cut through those nibs that you can see just with a little slice of the knife, and it'll come out much cleaner. But if you're not really particular about that, just go ahead and carefully wiggle back and forth to pop out the detailed butterfly. And what's really neat about these inside out die cut cards is that you get all these extra shapes which you can use on your card or on a different project. For example, you've got the outer shape of that butterfly and 2 inner butterflies. You could even stack these on top of each other, have the wings flapping and stuff like that. But that's a whole other project you can do. What this is normally seen as is this kind of frame butterfly is going over the original butterfly to give that full butterfly effect. So I'm going to start with decorating my card base. So for this card I'm going to use the honeysuckle paper pack, and this is one of the papers from that pack. I just cut a chunk out of it, and I'm going to line this up with the corner of the front of my card. It doesn't have to extend all the way to the edge of the butterfly, but I'm just going to turn this over and then trace inside the butterfly. Just like that. And I'll just sketch a line here where that fold line is so that I don't have to cut beyond it. Okay, so I'll go ahead and cut that out, and I'll kind of cut along those sketched lines. Now I don't know if you can see this, but I traced the butterfly onto the red side of this pink paper, so I'm just going to cut that out and glue it with the pink side up to this framed butterfly. Alright, so I've covered my butterfly with that hot pink paper, and I'm turning it over now, and I have this piece of heat resistant acetate by Hot Off the Press, and it's big enough to cover the butterfly. I'm just going to set it over the butterfly. You know it's there even though you can't really see it on the camera, but I'm going to take a permanent marker and just draw kind of in the middle of the white part, just an area, simple shape, and that way I know where to cut the acetate. So remember, I'm drawing on the acetate, not the paper. Okay, there we go. So there's my line to cut. Alright, now I'm gonna take some zots and I'm gonna place them in some strategic areas with my craft knife here. And I usually just kind of pick it up with the tip of my craft knife. Usually pops off, and then I'm gonna stay close to the inner edge of the butterfly. So I'll put one right there. Maybe one right there. Then I'll take my butterfly-shaped acetate, carefully center it over the butterfly, and press down on all of those zots. And there you have an acetate window inside your butterfly. Next step is to attach this to the card. And to do that, I'm going to use foam tape to give it a little bit more structure and dimension. Alright, so here's what I've got so far. I covered the inside with the neon. This butterfly has been foam taped on. So that's how it's kind of opening, or you could also open it like this. So now I'm going to add some of these fabulous inside-outside Dazzles. I'm going to go with the black, and I'm going to place some of the wings Dazzles on here. So first, I'm going to carefully peel this up. These are really, really pretty. And when you're dealing with the acetate, it's a little bit difficult to peel these off. So try to get it straight the first time if you can. I'm gonna kind of line it up like this and try and get it that way. So there's one wing, and there's also a little body on here, so that goes in the middle. And then the other wing on the other side. There we go. So now you have a very pretty acetate detailed butterfly there. Now for the outline, I'm going to take the gold pearl finish just for something completely different. And I'm going to peel off the edge pieces. And these are split into three per wing. So it makes it a lot easier to place one at a time. So they fit perfectly on there, so super easy. And it gives it a different look. It's got the gold on the outside of the wing and the black on the inside. Alrighty, so next, for a little bit of some double stick goodness, I'm peeling off the hello from the double stick Fancy Butterflies Dazzles. That's going to go on the inside, so I'm hoping it will fit kind of hidden there in the top corner. We'll see if it does. Okay, so I'm putting it in the very top left corner. I'm going to use these fabulous set of glitter. It's called Wow Glitter, and there's 24 containers of glitter. And I'm just going to take a piece of scrap paper, if I can find one. Here we go. And sprinkle on some of this glitter. This has also little openings in the cap, but this is also a fast way to get it on there. Okay. So after you kind of tap off the excess, you're going to want to kind of burnish the glitter into the adhesive so it really sticks. And then take a brush or tap the back just like that. We can just brush off the extras. So there's a very nice and sparkly hello on the inside of my Inside Out card. Alright, so I'm going to add maybe just a little touch of ribbon and then I'll be done. So here's the finished product. I added some of these little black heart dazzles and butterfly dazzles along this side, and on the inside just a few butterflies on the left side so it'll be hidden when you close it. Oh, and here's that ribbon. That ribbon is from the honeysuckle ribbon set, and it's just a sheer white dot ribbon, and it matches perfectly the colors of this card. So here is the finished product. Just a fun, cheerful card to brighten anyone's day. And you can also write a message in here, and it'll just show through in a kind of cool way. They show through the acetate butterfly. So it's almost kind of like a stained glass feel because it's got those thick black lines to it. Alright, so if you enjoyed that card, please stay tuned for today's bundle. First in today's bundle, we have the 4-pack of Inside Out Dazzles, or Greetings Dazzles, and they have, of course, the greetings, but they also have shapes especially designed to go with the Inside Out die cut cards. So there are the 3, so you can see daisy, butterfly, and label here, and then there's lots of different shapes, images, and greetings as well. So there's the slick black, then there's this smooth gold with gold edging, slick black with gold edging, and then, I'm sorry, the one previous to that was the pearl. So this one is kind of more shimmery with silver edging, and then this is smooth gold with gold edging. So 4 sheets, and each of them have different kind of looks to them, especially when you use them with different pattern paper, but they're all really versatile to use. Then we have 3 packs of Inside Out cards, and they come with envelopes. So this one's the Inside Out butterfly. Show you an example on the front, and there are instructions on how to use this on the back. And then these are the Inside Out label cards. Same kind of deal. And if you're wondering how big these are, they're going to measure about 4 3/4 max. Yeah, square. And the envelopes are about 5 inches square. And that's the same for all 3. So the Inside Out flower is like that. And last but not least, 2 sheets of double stick dazzles, 1 sheet of double stick fancy flowers dazzles, and there's the instructions, and 1 sheet of double stick fancy butterflies dazzles. And there we have that on the back just to show you. And the neat thing about the double stick is that you can sprinkle different things on them, such as metal leafing, glitter, even embossing powder, and then just leave it don't heat it, otherwise the plastic may melt. And then there's also flocking, if you're familiar with that fuzzy stuff, and tons of other stuff you can use. Perfect pearls, shimmer, micro beads. So those are just some ideas. That's the end of this week's episode. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you again next week.